Hello, thank you so much to Barefoot for giving me this surreal experience of reading erotic poetry in a house on my own. I'm going to do 4 poems for you. I like to tell people what I'm doing so you can mentally prepare for it. Here's the first one. It's called A Poem on the Importance of Careful Measurement Prior to Committing to Ownership. We went to Brighton to buy a bed. New couple, yes, but hardly love's young dream, but still in need of extra space for languid lounging, endless pots of tea. Love will find a way, we said, so failed to measure car or bed, and failed again, forced to leave it there beside the sea. And even if we brought it back, nowadays it would be full of just me and a pack of snoring dogs. But if we'd found that magic way, I wonder if we'd still be together, if only for the sake of the furniture. Thank you. When you've been with someone a very long time, you know their body really, really well. And all parts of their body have erotic charge. So this is a poem about that. It's called The Naming of Parts. Your feet, bare, brown, gritty, with memory of sand and salt, driving home sans shoes after a seaside day. At night, my breath on the nape of your neck, most vulnerable of all skin, invites barely spoken secrets. The scar on your belly, my tongue traces the ghost of stitching. I bite just enough, hard enough to make you wince. Your wrists, too large for me to circle within my hands, curiously hairless, the skin there soft as silk. The dent in your nose, bone long broken from the life before I knew you. Your balls, strange fruit cool to my touch, fitting perfectly into my palm, their weight and known certainty. Your shoulder blades like bird wings, sharp against my breast when I lie behind you. The curve of your spine, arching towards me and I play out each vertebrae in turn. Your nipple stiffening with just my out-breath when I whisper your name into your chest. The smell of you, of musk and sweat and sex and cheap cigarettes and expensive cologne. I name your parts, a memory of senses, a mapping to keep you real, to keep you here. Okay, the next poem has a slight trigger warning. It contains references to consensual S&M. It's called Crossing the Line. Straddled, face squashed into a pillow, focusing on his breathing. In and out and in and out. Don't show the fear. Tonight, he knows a line will be crossed, that after tonight there will be no going back. She has said as much, prepared him carefully. Ice and fire and chains, and now this line to cross. He feels her weight shift against his shoulder blades. One hand presses against the top of his spine, fingers finding individual vertebrae, pressure just the other side of pleasure. Her breath on the nape of his neck as she leans her head towards him, her hands swooping down towards the small of his back. He stiffens, bites back a sound, almost a moan, stay still, stay silent. And then there is a pause, a waiting. His skin electric with anticipation twitches. The first cut comes so fast he has no time to process what has happened, is only aware of sound, not pain. Just the click of the unsheathed blade, the shush of skin scored like silk, and then 2 more, zip, zip. And afterwards, she takes him to a mirror, gently, tenderly, her fingers on his neck, tilting his head so he can see 3 neat lines. Line 1, line 2, his spine, line 3. He knows he has crossed into another country. The final poem is part of a much longer piece. I'm going to read a bit of it to you. It's a large performance piece called Feral Boys That I Have Fucked. Take 1. His inexpert scrambling in your bag wakes you. And when he realizes you are watching him through half-closed eyes, face propped up into an approximation of alertness, he ducks his head, smiles and shrugs. Stepping back from the bed, he locates his clothes and retreats towards the door, clutching his boots to his chest. Take 2. He hid a gun in your microwave, and although you liked the feeling of living on the edge, the inconvenience of not being able to heat tomato soup or zap potatoes finally got to you, and employing a logic that only occurs when you and everyone you know is doing a lot of cocaine, you wrapped the gun in layer upon layer of kitchen paper and dropped the package behind the washing machine. Take 3. In the days before text messages and booty calls at 3-4 a.m., he would scratch and scrape at your door like the oversized tomcat that he was, stomping downstairs, body stiffed with resentment and cold. It always seemed to be winter then. Face still soft from sleep, you would vow to send him away this time. And each time, his underdressed body, shoulder blades stark as vestigial wings, each rib displayed in an off-black t-shirt beguiled you as you opened the door, wondering if there was enough milk for tea. Take 4. You face each other on the pillow. His mascara is smudged, eyeliner slipped towards his cheekbones. There's a pause while you both take stock of where the evening has brought you. You close your eyes, feign sleep, hope that when you open them again he will be gone, and then wonder where exactly you are, and if instead it should be you who is going somewhere. When you look again, he is still there, quietly watching you. You smile, hoping your face is less ruined than his, and he smiles back. Thank you so much, Barefoot. Thank you everyone for watching. All of these are available in the book Your Cleaner Hates You. Links to this are on my YouTube channel, Cathi Rae. I'm not very imaginative. And if you're interested in sustainable fashion and slow fashion, also find me on Instagram. And thank you so much for having me. Bye-bye now.